Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arik Egalajerth, head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Stainless Steel 6.4. It's remarkably early in the morning. You're watching this the same day that I recorded it, as I didn't have time yesterday. So, I've just graced the day with my presence. I've woken up to fight as the Byzantine Empire with Piotr Asubich Nimbiol versus Captain Buxu and Captain Kaploni. We are defending Adrianople, which gives us a massive advantage because Captain Bulksu's army is almost entirely cavalry. Wasting... Oh, they're cool, are they? Pavis Spearmen. Oh, we've seen those before, yeah. So, let's dive straight in.
God will help thee.
Now, the only announcement for you, and I will say this in the next Angmar video as well, is in the last video, obviously, I spoke about wanting to step down as the leader of Divide and Conquer, pass that leader role essentially onto Hummingbird, my current second in command, and to be honest, the main other modder, the only real other modder. People have come and gone, they've done bits of work, but so far I don't think anyone has stayed for longer than about 4 months, whereas Hummingbird and I have now been at it for years. And, but unfortunately, in no uncertain terms, really, and Hummingbird, feel free to change that. But it certainly seemed when I spoke with Hummingbird, he didn't really want to take on the position of leader. He didn't have any plans. He was suggesting for after 1.1 anyway. And if I were to step down as leader, he would take on the role, but kind of in name only rather than actually anything else. And it would be very unlikely that the mod would even continue. And wishing for DaC not to die, I then shan't step down as leader. I will likely just become a little kind of unactive. Is the words that I am after. I'm not necessarily that unactive at the moment. I mean, I did a load of work yesterday, but that's how it's kind of been. In the past, I would constantly do work. I'd do a little bit of work here, like each day of the week, or I'd do a substantial amount, like once a week or something like that. But at the moment, it's been more like I've done a reasonable amount of modding, like once a month almost. And which is obviously very, very poor, and not really that fair on the others. But if I were to step away from modding altogether, then it certainly seems like DaC would just languish and die. And given that modding doesn't take any extra time, really, I mean, I can squeeze it in here and there, and that's what I hope to do. And owing to that, because of that fact, I can happily stay on as leader and assist with bits and bobs here and there, and certain modding features and whatnot, because there are also as well, and I don't mean to be unfair to Hummingbird, and again, I apologise if I am, but there are a great many things I would suggest that Hummingbird still can't actually do, that there are many people in the modding community that can, but they're not in the DaC modding community. And now, I'm not the best modder out there, far from it. The team that Ngugi's got working on DCI Last Alliance is far greater than anything we can accomplish over here at DaC. And they've got the real superiority in the modding community, because Moss is now long dead. Moss is long dead. So you won't be getting anything from that for a fair old while. They're up on that side. There's the minions are there as well. Slav mercenaries. But they've got a much better modding team. Mostly because of Withwinar's insane knowledge. Withwinar is an incredible modder who has helped me on about 4 separate occasions when I've had questions. And he's not even the leader of their mod. I mean, it's outrageous. And Googi's got quite the team over there, actually. And what I wouldn't give to steal some of his members. But, oh, who are they? Acrite. So if I were to not mod at all, then I can understand why Hummingbird kind of wouldn't really take the mod any further from his own admission, but with an admission of my, oh, just move where I'm telling you to move, Jesus Christ. Because there's not as much stuff that I can do that he can do, so there's more stuff that I can do that he can do. So there'd be some like gaps, some things that would just never be fixed. I mean, there's already things that we can't fix even with both of us, and if you take me away, there'd be even more, I'm afraid. So I will stay. I mean, I do enjoy the ego trip of being able to say I'm the leader. But is that enough to really hold on to the mod? I don't think so. But I would, if the mod is to die if I were to leave, or if the mod wouldn't really go anywhere, if Hummingbird doesn't really want to step into the shoes of leader, then I'll happily can retain the position, but I'm probably going to be far less helpful to the community as well. Maybe take this as a declaration that instead of stepping down, I'm just going to stop answering the same question a million times. Now, many of you have actually voiced support of that, and I am grateful for that. Many of you have said that if people can't install the mod, even with the guides I've already posted, then that's on them, and I am already too helpful. And I am grateful for that, but it is in my very nature, and indeed the nature of just being an English person, to be helpful. That's what we do in here. That's how it is. You should be as polite as possible, and in so doing, help others. Is the British ethos. Well, it certainly is the old school British ethos. So, it goes against me. I want to help people, but it's just proving to be too difficult to help people. Some people need to help themselves, I'm afraid. Right, I think we're in a reasonable position. They've run to the gate with the wall very quickly, haven't they, the buggers? Javelin men on the walls is something that I think is a lot better than archers on the walls. So
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It is time for butcher's work.
Oh, I didn't put any stakes at the gate either. Bugger. Oh, and I didn't run the cavalry out. There's a whole world of things that have gone wrong here. Akontistai, you're in the wrong place. It's because I'm talking at the same time, isn't it? Come down there. Armenian infantry, where do we want you to go? Yeah, come and stand up here. You can support on this side. That'll do. Cavalry. Oh, you could get out there and do some great damage. Do it. Good luck, gentlemen. Oh, they're shooting catapults at you. Yeah, get out there, get out there.
Tidings! Our enemy are at the gates!
Who are you? Akontistai as well. Get to there. Fire, watch your gap.
Our cunning foe has reached our walls with their siege tower.
They're
we
everywhere.
Must repel the invaders.
How are they doing so damn well? I do hope you enjoyed my incredibly simple channel trailer. I enjoyed it. The only thing I would add to it, though, is I might nick Little Blue Ferret's editing software and just put a feed of the game on the video as well. So, because the one thing that it does miss, of course, is actual gameplay. So if someone's never seen Lord of the Rings, well, let's call it Lord of the Rings Total War, but DaC or Third Age, then they'll have absolutely no idea what those things are. And obviously I talk about them mostly in the video. They're the main thing I talk about.
Let courage and skill at arms lead our way.
And why aren't you running? Run, Pieter, run! Hit that catapult. Hit those urban crossbow militia. Stratiatoi. There's some archers out there just begging to be charged into. And you can go for those Croat axemen. Get a run on. Get a jog on. Today, men, we defend our homeland from the insurrectionist Hungarians. Nice charge, well done, Darwinian general. The urban crossbow militia don't know what hit them. As the mercenary Frankish knights. Frankish knights, that reminds me of Age of Empires 2, the Battles of the Conquerors, the Battle of Hastings, the announcer at the very beginning. Says something about the boat shaking from Frankish knights or something. I can't quite remember. How many siege ladders have they got? Oh, the Croat axemen really did take a hit. And those archers are actually running away. What are they? Merchant cavalry militia. What?
Holy Mother of God! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
That was incredibly over the top. Holy Mother of God! He's a little bit afraid of their ram by the sounds of things. I want everyone to ram those. You guys come and get involved as well. We've managed to completely eradicate Capellonia, I believe.
The enemy have taken them.
Cavalry, catapult, sorry. You are free to fire. Straight down.
Only
hit that gateway for
the
me.
enemy force remains.
Go on, catapult, go on. Oh, it's away, it's away, it's away, it's away, it's away, it's away. Ah, you hit the gate, you daft bastard. Shoot the floor. Oh, they have a lot of archers on the horses. Rush them. Where are those Armenians? You guys are only just arriving. Get involved, lads. Get involved.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is.
Oh, is that the
Press
merchant
onward and
over there?
break the spirit of his army.
How many did we lose by ignoring them? Ah, not too many. Not too many. Pull out, men. Pull out. Alright, well that army we can abandon now. There's no need to kill ourselves over it. Run back. Oh no, tell you what. You can come around here and capture anyone that runs away. Go right around there. Ignore those 2 units that are left on that side. Are we getting any good shots in, lads? You've just got to aim a tiny bit lower. Just a little bit lower. See if it follows the catapult bullet. Oh, it totally does. No! You've missed us. You're destroying the gatehouse! Oh, we're doing a lot of damage, though. Oh, wow, we're absolutely massacring it. Where's the Armenians? Oh, that's an interesting hat, isn't it? Not very practical at all.
We are blessed.
Oh.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Good shot, good shot. It's all over. Stop firing now, you're killing us. What's the situation over here? We're doing alright. They fired all of their... Come and defend the Toxotai. Are they ours? Yes, they are. There's units routing all over the shop. Our units, stop. I've got generals just for this very thing. Oh, they've chased us down, haven't they? Yes, and because I've not gone and watched them, we've lost a load of them. No, do as I told you. I hate this game. I both love and hate this game. Defenders. Pull back. Into the gate. I don't know what's still going on. I think the units are just regrouping and then coming back again. Go on, capture loads of them. Good, 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 good. Oh, you can fight them then.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
We've lost most of our cavalry as normal. Alright, cavalry. Just get out of it. Ignore the chasing, the running away units. Put the scouter in front of the gate, they're the strongest. In front of the dead. The Hungarian dead. Lines the streets of Adrianople. Who's chasing us? Oh, well, if they're standing that close to us, you might as well oblige. No. Let's just pull him back. Those cavalry archers are just the bane of my life. The single most hated unit in this game. Easily. Oh, the archers climbed the walls. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, the AI just doesn't know when it's defeated. Come back, men. We must defend the Western Wall.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
They'll rout as soon as we get over there. You watch.
The enemy flees the battle.
There we are.
Run down those worthless peasants.
The minute we get on the wall, their entire force started to run away.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
There we are. The spear militia are running as well now. What? How did they just get through the wall? Right, if they're running, then ignore them. Just walk back over there. Well done, Armenians. You've added to the Byzantine Empire. There's some spear militia that are apparently running away. Who is not running away? Who is actually left? You seem to be walking in the other direction. Can we destroy this somehow? Armenians. They appear to want to continuously shoot us, so get up on that wall, block that siege tower. What they'll do. It takes so long to get down the thing, don't they? They're just going to stand at the base of it, aren't they? Yes!
The
finally!
Are overcome.
Pieter, you have done as well.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Well, thank you. The mercenary Frankish knights lost 4 experience points, despite gaining the most kills. The golden noose, however, goes to the Armenian infantry. That's an interesting one. And but the golden sword goes to the mercenary Franks. They're far from home, remarkably far from home. Although I suppose on the grand scheme of things, it's not really, is it? 1,906.
This day is ours.
We need the Hungarians to know that no matter what and who they send, none will leave the walls of our cities. Oh, you can do that. Thank you very much for that. I did not know that. I am not fit to command. No, we don't want to retrain. We want to train. More units is always better than retrained units. I don't really want mounted acrobat, but we will now retrain what we can. There we are. We'll get at least 1 turn's worth of training out of that. I'll take anything I can get over here. Repair your wall. Get a cathedral. Castrophilakai. Kontaratoi Toxote. Great market. Public baths, coaching house, city hall, library. A lyceum. Go on then. What's that building? Small Orthodox chapel. Troy, what are you up to? Oh, you can get more Scoutatoi. Yes, ship some of your valiant defenders over here, please.
Yes, move out.
To Adrianople. Get rid of the catapult. I don't know, I thought the catapult actually was useful. Even if it just got 1 or 2 hits, the morale shock is unbelievably useful. And you've just got to try and monitor it so it doesn't kill you.
Command me.
Ah.
We shall send them
Oh, they've blocked a bridge. I do not like fighting bridge battles. I do not like it.
Name thy enemy, Lord. Yalla.
We have got siege equipment though. Let's do it. Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. 4-to-1 ratio. He's got cavalry archers. Why do you...
no matter how they beg.
The problem with cavalry archers is that, yes, in reality, they're probably remarkably useful. To be able to shoot and run at the same time is a phenomenal feat. And we all know the trouble the Romans had fending off the Parthians. So much so that Parthian tactics has become something of a gaming trope. There are a few games where Parthian tactics relates to like a trait or something like that. So clearly, it worked remarkably well in history. But in this game, it works terribly because the pathfinding of the AI is atrocious. So they'll often just like run into you when they're trying to skirmish away from you, and you get the advantage because as soon as cavalry archers go into combat, certainly in DaC, the way that we've edited them, the way that we've created them, they're abysmal in melee. They are absolutely abysmal. One of the worst units going. So theoretically, they're meant to be outrageously useful, but in practice, they're terrible. They are terrible. I was going to say staunchly terrible, but it doesn't really make sense, does it? It's not really a word. It is a word, it's not a flowing sentence. Who are they? Mercenary Saracens, welcome, fighting against your brothers. Well, distant cousins. You're looking particularly heavily armed. Compared to this man who's just wearing his Sunday best. And an apron, apparently. We've caught him in the middle of creating Sunday dinner. I don't know if Sunday best is a thing in anywhere else in the world, but it certainly is in England. Because you wore your best clothes to church on a Sunday. And so thus the phrase was born. Right, let's see what they're going to do. Catapults are already firing. Ballistae are already firing. They're far up on that hill as expected. They might, with any luck, play this really stupidly and charge down and attack us. And that is all we can hope for that. We can really pray for that, to be honest. Because if they do that, we're going to massacre them. They might not, though. They might actually use their brains. But they have got a large army of cavalry archers. No, they are coming by the looks of it. They are coming! Javelins! Javelins! So, javelin men. Ah, but that's the problem. We're gonna, by putting our men up here and here, we are setting them up to get shot a lot. We'll go to ×6. You, please keep shooting the horse archers, and you keep shooting the horse archers too. What are you doing? I got Ashes of the Singularity Escalation yesterday. I was playing it, absolutely loving it. I saw a few reviews that suggested that it wasn't like Supreme Commander, and that it's not the spiritual successor to Supreme Commander, and I would massively dispute that. I think it really feels like a modern-day Supreme Commander. A modern-day Supreme Commander 2, I'm afraid, for those of you who still bum Forged Alliance. For want of a very crude English phrase. If you'll pardon it, rather. But, I just think it's so similar to Subcom. So similar. Really expendable units that you just throw at each other until you can get your bigger units out. And like turrets will block raiding and minor units, but if you send anything remotely powerful, they just don't have a chance of doing any damage. And there's a lot of other features as well, but to me, I think it really is. Oh, they're coming. They're wasting their cavalry archers by charging us in melee, as ever. Javelins behind? Yes. Javelins on the hills? Are you in range there? No. How about you guys? Right, another unit routes.
The battle is in our favor.
Let's keep it at ×6.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
It's the cavalry that we want to kill. Doesn't really like this game map very much, does it? Turkish horse archers firing away there. Oh, what's that down in the middle there? Oh, just Azabs. Azabs? Don't really know. So. Keep shooting those alternate horse archers. What about the ones on the bridge? Oh, they stood there far too long. They're going down. We're under attack! We're under attack! We're under attack! What's left on the hill? There's still 77 of them. I don't believe you're doing what I'm telling you to do. Although the Armenian archers are doing very well. They've got a very good range. They've moved into the bridge as well, and more of the enemy died. See, this is a baffling AI feature. We attacked them. They had every ability to just sit on top of that very steep hill and laugh at us until we come over. But because I've started shooting them with siege equipment, and even though the siege equipment is wildly inaccurate, you could also move most of your units back away from the siege equipment and then just come back to the bridge when I start crossing it. Any of those things are possible, but because I've attacked them, the AI has an inbuilt thing whereby it won't just stand there and let you shoot it. It will try and come closer to you. However, the bridge mechanic seems to be screwing them up because they're trying to come closer to me, and then they're just standing in range of all of my archers at the bottom of the hill. But, I mean, I'm not complaining about that. Oh, looked like that got square in the head. What do we have left? How many of those still survive? Only 3 of them have gone down so far. That's what I mean by inaccurate siege equipment.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The battle is in our favor.
They won't run away forever. That's what annoys me as well.
Praise
Oh,
the
it's all over.
Almighty.
Yes!
Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
What should we do? 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 Continue. Tom of times 6. Mounted archers. There's a task now for you. Capture those 96 spear militia. I don't want them going to the city we're about to attack. And you're really quick, hopefully. The only advantage of cavalry archers, well, certainly in DaC, I don't know if Medieval 2 does it, but we made them very fast. So they're a lot faster than most of their counterpart cavalry. Oh, you absolute idiot. I told you not to do anything. No, I told you to attack them, didn't I? That was my fault.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory
We lost
have
45
won
men.
here today.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Which unit did I send in? No, we haven't seen yet. We lost 8. 8 Turkopole cavalry fell to our own catapult blast. Ugh, for God's sake. I believe I need to hand in my resignation for I'm killing more of my own men than I am the enemy. And once again, we will show no mercy. I will show no mercy to anyone throughout this entire campaign.
Let me strike, my lord.
Although, I will not... the attack of Kayseri will come in next week's episode. We will finish up doing what we're doing, knocking around the towns and improving here and there. You're building farming, and after that I would like you to build... Have you got free upkeep where you can get it? Yeah, you are. Apparently the lumber camp, the logging camp, paves the way for new buildings. So we'll just take the one-off annoyance and build it where we can, when we can. Because it doesn't cost very much at all, does it? Adrianople's got its own thing going on. We don't own anywhere out there yet. I've been told many times to take Rhodes, but Rhodes hasn't been a threat to me yet. Although that's famous last words, isn't it? Never tempt fate, idiot. Isparta. There we are. So I'm building logging camps everywhere. Right, so that will conclude the episode. Well, that was mightily enjoyable once again. The Hungarians are proving to be as slaughterable as the Turks at this time. But I believe Stainless Steel has the equivalent of the barracks event for Med 2. Because isn't the barracks event a medieval feature? Isn't it in the same way that in Rome 1 and 2 there's the reforms of some guy, probably Gaius something. And after that, all of the Roman infantry swapped and became a different type, and all of your old ones you could never retrain anymore, and it was bloody annoying. But I'm pretty sure Med 2 has the same sort of feature, where like something was invented at some point, and so at like 60 odd turns in, you can suddenly start training better units. I'm pretty sure that is a general feature of the game. Do correct me if I'm wrong, or do update me, let me know. I can't quite remember. It's been so long since I played the base game. I am in a DaC bubble. Everything I know about this game comes from DaC. Exactly the same reason why many of you, and I've still not listened, but many of you keep telling me to get assassins and merchants to win the merchant war, essentially. Because it's an outrageously good way of getting money. And I'm just so unused to merchants that I just don't... Like, they're not a thing that I'm used to getting, so it's hard to change your ways. But anyway, I think we're doing reasonably well. I'm gonna tempt fate by saying I'm still waiting on that grand threat that I keep getting promised. Where is the Golden Horde? I mean, they're meant to be knocking on my door soon, aren't they? The Turkish Sultanate of Rum has fallen really easily. Let's be honest, they're out already. We've just got the minor technicality that we've got to actually take out the rest of their lands. The Hungarians, however, will prove tricky. From what we saw last time, unfortunately, with the toggle fog of war, the Hungarian Empire is vast. They've got a lot of supplies and a lot of troops, but if they keep killing themselves in attacks on our cities like Adrianople and Constantinople, then we will never really fall. They're trying to take our two best, well, not our two best cities, but castles are really easy to defend. They're very good to defend. So, and if they cross the river, they've got Troy, which is the same as Adrianople, so it won't be too much of a challenge for a while, one doesn't think. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Apologies this didn't go up at 8 AM in the morning. As you may have gathered, I have a almost rather strict schedule because I love order. Organisation and order are paramount in life, and I enjoy them. And I didn't get this up at 8 because I couldn't do it yesterday. So it's gone up just whenever YouTube could upload it, process it, turn it to HD today. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for what I've been looking forward to doing all week, which is Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And I would implore you, if you've stayed to this point and you watch the Heroes video, I'll say at the beginning of the Heroes video as well, if you dislike the video, put it a thumbs down. Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Don't just dislike because like the game's old or something. If that's the reason, then tell me. Say, I like your channel, but this game's too old for me to enjoy, so I've just voted it. Anyway, I'll explain that tomorrow. So until we speak again, dear friends, Navahar Naden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.